Hey guys, welcome to episode 21 of the Let's Get Rare podcast. How are we going, guys? Good to
Really
see you
good.
again.
Make sure we be really enthusiastic and not bang the desk here today.
That's right. That's what we're all about. How have we been?
So good.
Not really.
Oh, that's sad.
That's unlucky. Anyway, I've been good. So
Yeah, I've been good as well. Yeah.
Jackson, tell us how you really feel.
I'm. No, it's all right. The footy frenzy's over, so that's not good.
I know football tomorrow night. Normally
Yeah.
it'd be bad.
And then they're doing another footy frenzy starting in like 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
true. So
You
That's
love
very good.
footy.
And the playoffs are on too. That's
Players have
exciting.
been
true.
good,
Stanley
yeah.
Cup finals. Let's go.
Yeah. And the baseball's back. Get in.
Yes. Get in there.
NBA playoffs have been good so far. So yeah,
Yeah.
Luka
Magic
Doncic.
upsetting the Bucks as well.
Luka Doncic been playing very well.
Yeah.
Not on, mate.
Nah.
Yeah.
He has
Yeah,
been
but-
playing well though.
The latest just throw the ball at the camera.
It's just silly.
LeBron's he played a good first game, but the Lakers
he didn't.
the
Not
Lakers,
much,
He
mate.
lost.
Keeps passing it.
the Lakers they're just not looking good at the moment.
I need Grant at least is
Yeah. They're just not great
No one can
defensively.
defend.
Yeah.
They're a bit short.
They need Rajan, that's who they need.
They need
True.
Shaq.
Yeah. Shaq and Kobe.
Hey, that'd be handy.
Yeah. And Magic. And James Worthy. And George Mikan.
Of course.
What a
the boy.
throwback.
And Kyle Kuzma.
And Kyle Korver. That's
Lonzo
it.
Ball.
That's the call that you need.
No, but to be honest, this week just been playing a lot of PlayStation, doing a lot of uni work. It's how
Nice.
it's how it be at the moment, to be honest.
We're playing
That's
a new
true.
game on PlayStation, aren't
Yeah, look, there's a new
Okay.
game.
we?
There's a new game on the market, and it's a bit dangerous because it's quite good.
It's addictive.
It's very addictive. It's called Fall Guys. If you guys haven't heard of it, it is currently free on the PlayStation Store. I think
Not
it's
on Xbox.
Yeah, it's not on Xbox, is it?
Nah.
Yeah. PlayStation exclusive.
Well, it's what they deserve, to be honest.
Yeah. You're an Xbox guy, so
Yeah, but that was before, I was a good person.
there's so much more we say on the party chat.
I was just trying to keep it PG, but you know. But yeah, Fall Guys. Matt, how you liking it?
Yeah, right. We've all got wins in it, which is satisfying.
Should we explain what it actually is for the listeners who don't play it?
Yeah, feel free to explain it, Jackson.
I won't explain it. Jack can explain it.
Yeah, after Jackson explained it, I'll provide some special
Jackson's.
comments.
Jackson's.
Good old Jackins. The game is pretty much. It's like if you've ever watched like Total Wipeout, like it's pretty much that. Like there's so you've got like a character. He's like a little.
How do you know he's that little? Maybe he's huge
Might
and
be
the course
there.
is just massive.
They're like little jelly beans, and
You're a
like
jelly bean.
you're pretty much playing against 60 other people, and the aim is to like be the last one standing. So there's like 4 rounds. Each round is a different activity, let's say.
Obstacle
So, like,
course.
Yeah, obstacle courses. So there's races, there's team activities. So like there's soccer, there's like who can keep the most eggs in their corner.
It's tag. It's called
yeah.
jinx.
There's tags. There's like trying not to get affected by the coronavirus. What else is there? There's races where like there's obstacles and you have to try not fall into the slime which kills you.
Survival ones where it's like last person standing. So like there'll be like 10 people need to get eliminated for the round to be over.
Yeah, and pretty much so it goes like 60 people. Then it goes down each time until there's probably about 10 in the final.
Yeah, like
So it
4 to
obviously
10.
it differs, but like and then if you're the last one standing, mate, you get the crown and you win. So
Very satisfying.
it's a very simple concept when you think about it.
Absolutely.
But like, I mean, it's a game that you can't really not like because like it's very fun to play.
It's true.
And
It's
Absolutely true.
free as well, and there's no upgrade, so it's not like it's pay to win. We have to buy stuff, like spend real
exactly.
money to upgrade your person.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't even require like it requires a certain amount of skill, but it's like it also comes down to luck as well.
Yeah.
So like it's fun, repetitive, and that's why I guess it's probably the most popular game in the world at the moment.
At the moment, yeah.
Yeah. Could do with some updates. We were talking about could do with some more levels, some more maps.
Yeah,
because,
so-
like, if you play for a couple of days, you pretty much play every map at least like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
It's definitely got the potential to like. It's definitely got the Fortnite potential, I reckon.
Yeah.
How like
Yeah.
Fortnite just became that, that just
Juggernaut gaming.
like it just started off as a 1v100 battle royale game, and then like now it's like now Fortnite's pretty much Minecraft. Like there's like game modes within the battle royale game mode, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can drive around, there's challenge, like there's so much stuff you can do. So this game has potential, I tell you that.
Watch this space.
Yeah.
There's something else we were discussing during the week. We were
Yeah.
talking about young kids who are pretty. Let me finish.
Only Matt was talking about that, not me.
I had nothing to do with that.
Matt was talking about young kids.
Go on, Matt.
No, I don't want to now. Move on.
No, you
Nah,
can't.
come
Yeah,
on,
No,
what are you
you
talking
talk about it. No, we're done. That's the end. We're done.
we were we were talking about the way parents bring up their kids. I think that's the better way to say it.
Yeah.
How like a lot of you find a lot of stories where professional athletes, they've sort of been brought up to be a professional athlete. So
Yeah.
for example, like Zion Williamson, I think his stepdad pretty much trained him from like the age of 4, like just like full on intense training. So like now he's like the player he is. But like we were discussing how like I don't know what are the negatives and positives of that, because obviously if a kid doesn't want to indulge in like that, like it's going to ruin their life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, what do we reckon?
Well, I know Pistol Pete's dad used to make him sleep out in the garage in the cold.
Pistol Pete Maravich.
Yes, Maravich.
Yeah.
Just used to make him sleep out in the garage if he did anything wrong in a game.
Yeah, that's really intense.
It's quite grim.
LeVar Ball's the obvious one.
Yeah.
The Ball brothers.
I find it so weird that like LeVar wanted like. Do you reckon he's done sort of genetic manipulation to get 3 boys?
A lot of people have 3 boys. Like,
I know, but like even before he had them, he knew he wanted to have 3 kids, like 3 boys in the NBA. Like it's weird.
you can get lucky.
Yeah, he probably got lucky.
Really, it's like a 12% chance. You go like 50-50, 50-50, 50-50.
Yeah, true.
Pretty common.
True.
But like, yeah, he's. But like, it's alright for them. Like, it turned out alright for them because they liked basketball. But like, that's the thing.
Because they were told to.
Yeah, exactly right. Like, if you get told you like something, you're gonna like it from a young age. That is.
It's true.
And then you only hear the good stories as well. Like you hear about the Zions and the Ball brothers. Like you don't hear about Joe Smith, who hated his dad and doesn't talk to him now and quit
Yeah, but Joe
basketball when he
Smith
was
also had a pretty
12.
good run in the NBL. So
All
didn't
right.
make it. It's a touchy. There's like a documentary on Netflix, or there was, called like Trophy Parents or Trophy Kids or something. It's basically about exactly what we're talking about, and they're like next level crazy.
Yeah.
Really. Like there's the story of Yao Ming, who's in the NBA, and like he's pretty sure, I don't know the full story, but I'm pretty sure his parents were like forced married because they were really.
They were the 2 tallest people for their
Yeah,
gender.
they were like the 2 tallest in China at the time, and like they were really athletic. Like mum was I think a volleyball player, or maybe it was the dad, but they were really athletic. So like they pretty much got forced to marry and have this kid, who was then like Yao Ming. He was like at a young age was just forced to go to basketball camps and like he was always playing basketball, but like he has stories where like he just hated it, like he just didn't want to play basketball anymore. He even said in the NBA like he didn't like basketball.
Is he?
Yeah.
It's true. Like
So
you
like,
think of something like, imagine doing the same thing, like training 6 hours a day for your entire life for as long as you can remember.
yeah,
Like it get pretty tedious.
exactly. Like you pretty much get taken away from your childhood.
Yeah. That's
Like
what we
me,
were saying as well. Like they would hit that age where it's like when they're like 10, 12, it's just like, oh yeah, you do whatever your parents say. But you hit that age, say like 15, 16 or whatever, where you start having your own thoughts and you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. And you start like resenting your parents and stuff.
yeah. Well, for me personally, like my parents had pretty much nothing to do with sport. Like neither of them are like really heavily invested in sport, and then there's me who's like fucking like sport fanatic. He just plays every sport under the sun. And it's like I've got nothing. It's like it hasn't come from my parents because they've got no interest in it whatsoever. So there's different outcomes, I guess.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, have you guys seen or heard of Dance Mums?
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
I remember watching an episode of that and just thinking these people are crazy.
Yeah.
Like they are genuinely, sorry to say, but they're batshit crazy.
Yeah. They are.
Yeah, I've only watched like one episode though, so
But then like do you remember the girl in the Sia music videos? You know, Chandelier, Sia's song.
yeah, I know the song.
That young girl who was in the music video that did like the interpretive dance or whatever. She was from Dance Moms, and they say like she like turned out the best, and like from all the seasons of it and like all the people that have been on it, she's the only one that's like gotten famous and been like successful as a dancer.
Yeah,
Like all the other ones like don't dance anymore, and they hate dancing because of like the show and their mums like forcing it on them.
That's pretty crazy.
Well, they're probably more famous from the show than like actual dancing.
Yeah, they would be.
That's probably like why the mums. That's probably a reason why they do it as well.
Yeah, for sure. Like beauty pageants are the same.
Yeah.
Just
You actually watch
crazy.
like Daz Games react to that. That shit's funny.
Stuff makes me uncomfortable.
Wait, what is it? I'm not aware of it.
What, pageants?
Yeah.
It's just like beauty contests, pretty much. And
So-
like people, like kids from a super young age, are getting like forced to like wear makeup and like all these outlandish outfits, and they're like 3.
Really?
Yeah, and one time some kid got bumped in the head. Like the dad walked into a door with the kid, and the kid like smacked her head and was like crying. And the mum's like, "Oh no, she's gonna lose points for her beauty score now." Like, just worry about your kids. Probably got a concussion, you dickhead.
Oh my god.
Stupid.
What? That's like sort of dives into the topic of like baby modeling. Like, what's your thoughts on that?
Weird.
Baby modeling.
Yeah, it's just odd. It's really weird.
Because
Anything, I reckon. I know, like you got to like model off like some children's clothes and stuff, like say Kmart, but like modeling, like you're saying, Jack. Oh, it's just strange if they're below like 16, 17. Even then, it's weird.
yeah, because like at the end of the day, they do need kids to model clothes because there's obviously a huge range of kids' clothing. But like I don't know, it just feels weird how the parents are like volunteering their kid. Like they're doing it for themselves because obviously the kid's not going to get the money
Yeah, it's true.
unless they, I don't know, set up some sort of savings account or something like that. But
Imagine that. Imagine you got like thousands of dollars before you even like turn 10. How did I get that? Oh, you're a pretty good looking baby.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, if there's an opportunity to earn money, I guess, but there's just something weird about it.
Yeah. Like Jackie was saying, like 15, 16-year-olds. I find it odd when it's like bloke photographers doing that, where they're like, they've seen like a 15, 16-year-old. And obviously there's like the stigma of like models have to be good looking. So this like old man has gone, yeah, that kid is good looking. I want to take photos of you. Like that, you can make it sound as good as you want, but that's like the basic thought process behind it, which makes me
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
I didn't even think of it that way, to be honest.
It's just strange.
But like, I guess, I mean, you could look at it the other way and say like, the photographers are looking for certain like features, maybe like they might be looking for like sparkling eyes or stuff like that, or like
Yeah.
like a precise skull or something. I don't know. I'm not a bloody photographer.
Even if you do, I feel like it just
Yeah.
gets narrowed down to this child is good looking.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. No,
That's
you're
the basic like bottom line of it.
you're exactly right, because it all comes down to that at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a bit iffy. What if what if it was a female photographer? Would you say the same thing?
Yeah.
It's a bit less like, obviously it's still wrong and weird. I still find it weird,
Yeah.
but it's a bit less sort of like commonplace, if you get what I mean. Where
If it's like for clothing brands and like they're fully decked out in clothes, I mean, it's less weird.
yeah,
But you got those parents that are like doing modeling jobs with them like walking down a runway when they're 5, like that's strange. And then you got like 3 people, 2 men and a lady going, oh no, no points for you because you didn't put one leg in front. Just stop,
Yeah,
you weirdo.
It's not a good industry, I think, for kids to be in.
Yeah, it's just a big no for
Like
me.
if it was like a commercial or something, like something completely different. Like what if it was like a Kmart commercial for like a toy company?
Yeah, and there's like a lot of kids, whereas like if it's
Yeah.
one-on-one with a photographer, that's where it gets weird.
Yeah, I think so too. Because like if it's not, yeah, I think commercials is a bit different because it's not, especially if it's not for clothing. Like if it's like you see like a
Hot Wheels commercials are like, that's all right.
yeah, that'd be cool. Imagine being on a Hot Wheels commercial.
Yeah.
But like even like Big W, how like you see those commercials, I think they're alright.
Yeah.
But like it's not even being sexist either by saying it's not weird for a female photographer. That's just genuinely what the stigma is.
Yeah, spot on.
Yeah, bit of a controversial one. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, I want to talk about space.
Big transition.
You love space, don't you, Matt?
I was watching a video last night. It's by Vsauce. Now, I don't know if you've heard of Vsauce, but he does like educational, not really educational, like informative videos. Like he'll have a topic and he'll just talk about it and go like really in depth, and it's interesting. So he's done this one about space. It's an old video. I just like stumbled across it. But the stuff he was talking about, it's like space is so mind-bogglingly huge. It's like so out of our like comprehension. It's crazy to me. Explaining like all this stuff where it's like basic stuff where it's like this road could be built after you die that connects, say, Melbourne and Tasmania. There could be a road like built under the water. Like that could happen and we would just miss it. Like it won't happen in our lifetime.
Yeah.
But then it gets like so broad of the stuff that we'll miss. Like he's gone billions of years into the future, stuff where it's like all of humanity's like wiped out. The earth like barely exists anymore and there's still going to be stuff happening. So like he talked about this one.
We might have to put the link in the description here.
Yeah, the video is called, it's Vsauce, What Will We Miss? If you want to look it up, but we'll put the link in the description.
Yeah.
So he was talking, our galaxy is called the Milky Way galaxy, yeah?
That's funny because I like the chocolate Milky Way.
Exactly. It's very nice, very yum. The other galaxy, sort of like near ours, is called the Andromeda galaxy. That galaxy is moving towards our galaxy at 300 kilometers per second.
Maybe we could do a collab.
Yeah, us and Vsauce, yeah.
Wait, how many kilometers per second?
300 kilometers per second. That's faster than a bullet. A bullet goes like 600 meters per second. So think about how quick this galaxy is moving, yeah?
Towards us, did you say?
Towards our galaxy.
Jeez.
So it's going that fast, but it's still not gonna, eventually it'll hit our galaxy, they'll collide. But it's not gonna happen for 4.5 billion years. So think about how far away it would have to be for it to be moving that fast and for it to take that long before it finally collides.
That is unreal.
It's
How
insane.
long is that? A minute?
Like I've tried like doing calculations and stuff. It just blows my mind. I can't get my head around it. There's more. So like in space, they calculate distance with light years.
Yeah, it's going like 1,080,000 kilometers an hour.
That's
no
stupid.
shit. That's
not
crazy.
no shit. It isn't no shit because it's true.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's so weird though, because like, think of like that. That's just like one example, but then there's like so many galaxies.
Yeah, there's galaxies that are even further than that.
Exactly. So how much space is there?
Exactly. Because this Andromeda galaxy is 2.5 million light years away. That's distance, yeah? So you think 2.5 million, you don't really wrap your head around how far that is. 1 light year is 9 trillion kilometers. And it's 2.5 million of those.
Oh,
that's how far away this thing is.
wait. So how
Hey,
how
what
far
was the math equation?
So 1 light year is 9 trillion kilometers, trillion with a T.
Oh, that gives me the chills.
And it's about 2.5 million light years away. I tried doing the math. I couldn't even tell you how far that is. It's stupidly far.
How many light years? Sorry,
2.5 million.
2, 5.
The amount of zeros is crazy.
I don't even think is that even a number.
Legit, it gets to a point where it's like you can't even comprehend how big it is because the numbers are so huge and like never seen before.
Is that where it comes down to like Google? Like, is that what? How many zeros is Google?
Oh,
Google's
stupid.
100 zeros.
So it'd be even more than that, I think.
Yeah, it'd be pretty close to it, I reckon.
Also, for a bit more comparison, I went further and did more research.
Mm-hmm.
The radius of the Earth, so think like Earth's a sphere, obviously. So if you remember maths, I know Jackson, you didn't do much maths.
No, the radius is half of the circumduction.
Circumference.
Circumference, sorry.
Circumduction. What are you doing, mate?
It's also half the diameter, not the circumference.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I didn't do maths.
The radius of the Earth is 6,371 kilometers.
Oh, yeah, that's not a lot.
That's a fair bit, but it's not heaps.
It's a fair bit, but when you look at light years,
Yeah.
Run there.
The radius of the Milky Way, so our entire galaxy, is 52,850 light years. So that's 52,850 times 9 trillion.
What?
You could fit
of our universe.
our galaxy.
Oh my god! And there's like millions of galaxies.
Yeah.
Stop. Stop.
I'm not even sure if this is right because I tried to calculate this as well, and I don't know. I ended up googling it, and I'm guessing this is right. This is what Google said. You could fit about 17 billion Earths in our galaxy.
In our galaxy.
Just in our galaxy, 17 billion.
The fact that that's only in our galaxy, and there's millions of galaxies.
Yeah, it like the numbers are so like out of our field. It's like you get to like 1 million and you're like, oh, that's a pretty big number. Nah, not in space.
Why don't we? It's just we can't even explore it though because we don't have the resources to get that far out.
Legit. It's
like,
pretty hard.
Like legit.
I'm doing some math here, and I think I might blow your mind.
Good luck, because I tried. It was hard. I tried doing it on the calculator. It popped up with like the E plus minus.
Error. The calculations make the calculator break.
Exactly.
Okay, so you know how like we can see the moon, and it's like it's pretty big. Yeah. For like where we can see, and we can't see Jupiter.
Yeah.
But it's
can we?
No, we can't.
But it looks like a star, doesn't it?
I don't think we can like it. The stars literally have to align.
Okay, yeah.
You can fit 650,000 of our moons inside Jupiter, but you can't see Jupiter. That just shows how far away Jupiter is.
And that's a planet within our galaxy.
Yeah.
So imagine the entire galaxy and even further.
That's not even in our galaxy. That's in our solar system.
Yeah, that's even worse.
It's like
that's supposed to be close quarter.
Yeah.
How many? I'm searching this up. How many solar systems is there in our galaxy? I'll search it up.
I don't know.
650,000 moons.
Yeah.
It would take 8 Earths to cover Jupiter's red spot.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Oh my God. I've just. Oh.
I think it's a big number.
So Jupiter is that far away. Yes, that's what you just worked out.
Yeah.
That's in our solar system. Our solar system is in our Milky Way, which is our universe. There are 500 solar systems in our universe.
There's solar systems we haven't even discovered.
Crazy.
Do you reckon? I don't think we will ever. Well, definitely not in our lifetime. But I don't think the human race will ever find out how big how big space is.
This goes back to our topic that we talked about a couple weeks ago. You have to be dumb or stupid to think we're the only life form.
Exactly.
You have to be so dumb.
It's just it's ignorant if you don't think that.
No, that's it. We're the only ones. We just discussed how big our universe is, and there's so
It's
many.
not even like we're not attacking the people who don't think that. It's just they probably just don't know the research. Like they haven't done the research on it, so they don't know.
Yeah.
But like if they actually did the research and saw the facts, they would understand that.
Also, the sun isn't a planet to start.
And apparently it's like a super small one,
that.
Considering all the other ones there are.
Yeah, like for us, it's huge. It's like the biggest star for us.
Yeah.
But that means it's going to explode. Like stars explode.
Yeah, true.
That's not going to happen for 5 billion years. Like that's... What?
So crazy.
5 billion, but you think, oh, that's not that far away, but then you realize we've only been through 2,000.
Yeah. We've lived 18 years.
How many 18s is that?
Oh my God.
5 million.
But like,
oh, my calculator doesn't even go to 5 billion.
What if they come up with like some sort of device that makes you live longer?
Well, that's what they're saying. There already is like, well, not there already is, but like they're working on that stuff already. And they're saying like, is it worth it? Like, would you live like that for another 200 years?
Yeah.
What about if they just like extended it so like you feel 18 until you're like 50?
That's when it starts getting proper.
Yeah.
I think, but like, when you think about it, the whole, obviously there's reincarnation beliefs and stuff like that, but the whole purpose of life is to live it, correct?
Yeah.
So like, if they can extend your life, why wouldn't you take it? Like, I'm not saying I agree with that. I'm just saying like, I'm just thinking out loud.
This was another Vsauce video I was watching. They were talking about like this exact topic.
Yeah.
He was saying, or he was talking to someone, and she said, if you could live for 2,000 years, like he was filming an episode for YouTube, obviously. And she's saying, if you could live for another 2,000 years, you could have the idea where you say, oh, I want to film this for YouTube and upload it. If you live for 2,000 years, you could have that idea and just be like, oh, I'll do it later. I'll do it in 100 years time from now.
Yeah.
Like they say, like having a shorter life, like motivates you to do stuff pretty much.
True. But then it would kind of change the way the world works as well. Because like, you wouldn't have to, like schooling, for example, schooling would go for like, whoa, wait, I just had a really big idea.
Go on.
Wouldn't everyone be smarter? Like our intelligence would be so high because we spent like 10 years in grade 1. No, seriously.
Plus, you learn something new every day. And
exactly.
More days, more things to learn.
Mate, that's actually crazy. Like we would advance so much.
What year would we be?
It's true.
would be like year 3.
Yeah.
But like, because you think about it, like, if you're in grade 1 for 10 years, you're going to be the smartest kid.
But they're going to run out of stuff to teach you. Like, they're just going to be teaching you like year 7 stuff in year 1.
Yeah.
No, but it wouldn't even. Yeah, I guess. But like, I think they would break it down. So like, for like, yeah, 10 years is a long time, eh?
Yeah.
But like, you would
Try 9 trillion years.
but like, you would spend a lot more time like learning numbers and stuff, or like learning how to spell words. Because but like 10 years, man, that's a lot.
No, yeah. Just an 8th Australian spelling test and then
True.
You could like literally, you could probably read a book by the time in prep. Like, you could read a novel.
Oh, that's one thing I was going to talk to you guys about, but I didn't. So what?
Go on.
I want to read a Stephen King book.
I've heard really good feedback on it.
Like, apparently, like the one about the It thing. I'm not sure what it's called, but apparently it's based on a book. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it called It?
It's called. I'm pretty sure
it?
it's called It. Yeah.
Apparently, that is 50 times scarier than the movies.
Have you seen the book?
No.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Quite thick.
That thick.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, I don't. Maybe not that one then, but.
But isn't Harry Potter like that thick as well?
They're thick, but they're smaller. But there's more of them. So it's like there's 7 books, but like Stephen King's is 1 like that, whereas Harry Potter's like 7 like that. So it's like really.
But when
My
you think,
word.
if you spend a little bit of time, like if you don't rush it, you know what I mean? Like, if you
1,100 pages.
Yeah. That's a lot.
There's
When
also
you did
like
that- When you did that, I thought you meant like it's a hand in your palm in the handbook. That's strange.
there's also like a controversial scene in the book that I don't feel comfortable saying on this that I'll tell you about later.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think I know the one. But yeah, tell us later. But
I was listening to a Joe Rogan podcast, and apparently, like when he was writing books, he was that jacked up on cocaine. He can't even remember writing them.
yeah.
It's not surprising.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, some people say if you're like, most of the creative things in the world came from people on drugs.
Legit.
It's like some sort of psychedelic experience you get when, like, you just can't comprehend things on this world, and that's what becomes so creative.
It's true.
It's a bit weird like that.
Strange, eh?
We should get into reading. I used to read a lot
I thought
in
you were
primary
gonna,
school.
I thought you were going to say we should get into psychedelic.
Well, maybe.
Dive into and annihilate as well.
Nah, reading's good. Like, but
If it's a good book.
if it's a good
Like
book,
I've been scarred from school when they made us read shitty books.
yeah,
Like
someone
they came on Viking ships. Piss off.
There were some good ones. Like some of the stuff in school was good. Like Macbeth. I liked Macbeth.
Nah,
I didn't.
I can't read it though because it's not English. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tough to read.
Not the play, stuff to play. Like the movie. I'd watch the movie Macbeth.
Oh yeah, no, the movie was good. Yeah, the
We
movie.
watched the Hunger Games. That was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I can't. Like, you got to be really into English literature to understand like Macbeth language and stuff, like Shakespeare language.
Yeah, because you had to analyze like English lit analyze like Shakespeare's style of writing. Like he had his own style of writing.
Yeah,
Like they'd analyze that and like transfer it to like modern day English. Like, nah, mate. I just want to read a normal English book.
yeah.
Stephen King sort of looks like the Cat in the Hat.
Does he?
I've heard that. Yeah, he looks like the people from Whoville.
Oh,
Yeah,
he does look a bit strange.
Weird guy alert.
Yeah. So many of his books have been turned into movies though.
Yeah.
Like it's
Good
actually
writer.
yeah.
I think I like reading like what's it called when it's like about someone's life?
Autobiography.
Yeah, that's the one. I like that. Like, I don't know.
Sportsmen's autobiographies are good.
I want to read Mike Malak's book, Logan Paul's best friend.
The Fifth Vital.
The Fifth Vital. Apparently, well, I'm listening to the story on their podcast. It's pretty insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that those are sort of interesting. Books are good. Like books are pretty much you're just reading a podcast, basically.
Should be
Should read.
fun.
So I'm looking at the top rated books ever, but like I've never heard of any of them. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. That
You
was
know what the most famous book of
Yeah.
all time is, Jacko?
I know what you're gonna say.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Close. The Bible.
Yeah.
Do you reckon reading the Bible is like good?
If you're religious, probably.
But
A
what
lot
if
of
you're
people
not?
do it.
What if you're not religious and you read it?
Then probably not.
There'd
feel
be
like
people that like read the Bible like just out of curiosity.
You were saying, Matt, that like you tried to read the dictionary for ideas for the podcast.
Yeah. Who did I say
Mr.
did
Beast?
that? Mr. Beast. Yeah, he like does random words in the dictionary for video ideas.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's pretty cool. Like if you imagine learning the dictionary off by heart
Eminem used to do that as well. He'd
Yeah.
read the dictionary to like help
to
him rap and
rhyme
stuff.
things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to rhyme.
I mean
That'd be cool.
it's a pretty impressive skill.
I didn't realize that Stephen King wrote The Shining.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
That's crazy.
Was the book actually called The Shining, or was
Yeah.
it something else? Yeah.
There's something in here about Shawshank Redemption, but I doubt that's about
No,
that.
it is.
It
The
is?
book's called something else, but the movie's based on the book.
Oh, Rita Hayworth and The Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah,
Different
that's it.
seasons.
Yeah.
Was I've got a question.
The Green Mile?
Was Stranger Things a book?
No, I don't think so.
Wasn't.
I think the Duffer Brothers did that by themselves.
Ah, okay. Yeah. What was it? There was a book that we read in high school, or me and Matt, I think, read in high school. I don't know if you remember, Matt. It was like about the cockroaches. Do you remember this?
I see things out the corner of his eyes, like
Yeah.
the black things out the corner of his eyes.
What? I swear that
I was actually thinking about this the other day.
I swear it was based on a Stephen King book.
Oh, might have been.
Wait,
I'll
what's
find it.
going on?
After this, I'm gonna like do proper research and I'll find it.
People say like the books like make you more scared than the movie, which I can't really comprehend, which makes me want to read it more.
It's because it's like you're imagining,
Yeah.
like you're coming up with your own world in your head, so you make it as scary as you want it to be.
Yeah.
If you get what I mean?
Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay Packers quarterback, would like reads books and then we'll read them a second time, and then we'll read them a third time and highlight and write down his thoughts on them.
That's crazy.
And like
No way.
that bloke is a professional athlete. He doesn't have to read for knowledge, but he chooses to. It's actually crazy. I really want to. It's a lot of pages.
It'd be a grind. You'd be going for a while.
If you take away the first one, it's 142 pages, which is still a long book to me. So,
yeah. Well, you think about both the movies. It's 2 movies put together in a book.
Yeah.
So it's a lot. It's a lot to cover.
People say like people read it in a matter of days. I'm not sure how you can possibly do that.
Yeah, you gotta be dedicated to do that.
I'm not really a fast reader as well, which stinks.
When you think about it, though, like if you all the hours we spend on PlayStation, it's like people who are interested in that and they just read instead. It's not like it's a lot of hours.
Yeah.
It's true.
What I was thinking is like, I think imagining something scary is scarier than seeing it.
Yeah.
Because if you're seeing it, you know, like, oh, they've made it, so it's not like, you know what I mean? Like it's I can't think of the word, but it's not real.
Yeah.
The thing, and even when you watch a scary movie, the thing that makes it scary is you relating to it. So
like
it's your
anticipation
mind
of you thinking what's going to happen.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's your imagination. So like say you watch a horror movie and then that next night you're in bed, you're imagining things from that horror movie. So like if you're reading a scary movie, that's it's gonna be scary because you're imagining it.
Do you guys prefer books with chapters?
I don't think I've ever read a book without chapters.
I prefer books with chapters because like it's something to read to.
Yeah, I
You feel like
agree.
you've accomplished something if you get there.
It's
Yeah.
like episodes in a TV show.
Exactly.
It's true.
Is there chapters in Stephen King's It?
I'm pretty
Maybe.
sure there is. Oh wait, no, the movie's called Chapter 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. But like you were saying, Jackson, about your imagination, like a lot of people say in horror movies and stuff, like the scariest monsters are when they don't actually show them on the screen. Because like that's when you're coming up with like the scariest thing to you in your head and it makes it scarier. Like think of Paranormal Activity. Like there was no monster in that, but that was like you were saying that's the scariest movie you've seen.
Oh, it's definitely up there, yeah.
Maybe because we watched it at 3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
too.
it was also because like I've kind of related to it because like I've had some stuff happen to me.
Yeah, it
And
was
like
real.
that's such a real movie.
Yeah.
Or like that, it's not real, but like they make it out to be real.
Found footage.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, yeah, I don't know if I want to read any scary books now.
I would want to read it. Just like to say that I've read it.
What was
like,
that? What were you?
I don't feel as though like if I finish, I'll go, oh gee, that was a waste of time.
Yeah, at least you can say you've read it.
You feel accomplished.
Yeah. What were you saying, Jacko?
What were you saying the other day? You were saying like sentences that make you really scared or something. Like just thinking about it.
Oh, what was I saying?
On Reddit, they do like 2-sentence horror stories.
2-sentence horror stories? Is that what we were talking about, Jacko?
Yeah, I think so. I'll try and find it and we can share some.
Yeah, like
There's
it's
some
like
popular ones.
Like one of the most popular ones is like, I woke up with a photo on my phone of myself. I live alone.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Did you say it was on Reddit, Matt?
Yeah.
If you
I think
just
it's called
Google
like r/short scary stories or something, or 2-sentence horror. I think it's 2-sentence horror.
Gardening was the last thing I thought my wife would take up after our daughter went missing. But when our dog went digging in the flower bed and I found a bone, I realised why. What?
The wife killed her.
The wife killed the daughter.
Oh.
They're saying like they got.
That wasn't very good.
They challenged some like real famous author. I think it was like William Orwell or something. I don't know if that's his name. I don't know if that's a real name. But they said to him like, what's the scariest thing you can make with 6 words or like with 1 sentence? Like, no, what's the saddest story you can come up with 1 sentence or something like that? And he went away for like 2 weeks and he came back and it was like, for sale baby shoes never worn.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's like that. Like this guy's come up with like the saddest story ever with 2 sentences, 6 words.
But that's an author. Like that's their ability.
The thing is,
he's like one of the best ever.
He says that 6 words and like you feel it, and you can put that into a 350-page book and you will still feel the exact same thing.
Exactly. Writing's powerful like that.
Yeah. Spot on.
Yeah.
Today I'll get out of this abusive relationship, but he deserves another chance.
Jesus.
They're like really deep.
Yeah, it's deep.
I am God, the killer said. When I went to heaven, I discovered he was right.
It's all deep stuff. Like it makes it. Is that all?
Oh my God, that means. Oh no! Wait, no, never mind. I was gonna say, does that mean? No, actually, never mind. These are really deep. Yeah. Imagine being a good writer. Like that would be so awesome.
Yeah, writing would be so hard though. Like think about writing an essay for English, like a 1,000-word essay. They write like 100, not even 100, like 500-word novels.
I feel like there's a big difference though between essay writing and like research writing between non-fiction writing.
Yeah, that's true.
Because like you think about like some people are just naturally good at speaking. So like that's why they do podcasts and radio shows and stuff like that. There's people. What are you doing, Jack?
My computer's gonna run out of charge.
Fair. And then there's some people who are just naturally good at writing. So like they think things and they just write it down.
Yeah.
But not writing, but like typing these days, really.
Yeah.
Because I think is it fair to say most authors type now?
Yeah, I'd say they would.
Yeah.
Very few would not type.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Those, like the fiction books, like the Harry Potter universe, like J.K. Rowling, the one who wrote the books, has come up with this entire universe in her head and written a series of books about it. Like, it's not like she's got like real world inspiration for Harry Potter. Like, she's come up with this entire world in her head. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's weird. Like, you think about that.
Yeah. Like, those kinds of writers are like so creative and so skilled.
Yeah, that's what. Here's a good question, because obviously there's a really big there's a connective relationship between writers and painters, because they both rely on their imagination to produce this thing, like to produce a story or produce a painting. So like,
Yeah.
what's the more difficult skill? What's harder, writing or painting?
So hard because they're both hard in their own right.
Yeah, that's true. When you said painting, I thought you meant like painting a wall.
No,
so I was
no,
like, that. I mean, it's pretty hard, but
like
Do a few coats.
artistic painting. I
yeah.
mean. Because like I discovered a guy this week. Well, I didn't discover him, but like,
Did you discover him?
I like, what's the word? Like I dived into
You found him.
I found him. Yeah, that's the right word. Bob Ross. Probably a lot of people know him. I didn't even know who he was. To be honest, I thought he was the guy who was on the British Paints ad. But
Yeah.
I found out that's Rolf Harris, and yeah, he's not a good guy.
We don't like him.
We don't like him. But Bob Ross was like this American painter, and he did like YouTube videos and stuff. Or he had a show, sorry, not YouTube videos. And he literally paints like nature, like in 30 minutes, and it's like this art, this like masterpiece. It's like insane to watch. Like you just.
But he was a meme.
Is he a meme? He probably is, to be honest.
I think he is.
Because like he's got this really like soothing voice.
Yeah.
But like, mate, I tell you now, and all of his paintings are not for sale because he passed away from lymphoma.
Yeah.
Lymphoma, sorry, yeah. And none of his paintings are for sale. He chose to keep all of his paintings because he wants people to like recreate it themselves.
That's it.
So like, mate, painting. I like when I was watching these clips, I was like, how cool would it be to be a good painter?
Yeah.
Like,
You don't have to worry about gifts for people. Just whip up something.
Here, I painted you this.
Like, oh, that'd be so cool. Just like painting whatever you see in your mind.
Yeah. That would be insane.
I think, I definitely want to be a painter rather than a writer, even though both would be sick.
Depending on what sort of painting you're doing, writing will take so much longer and you get knocked back a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
Both take a lot of practice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
Should I find one more sentence?
Yeah, please do.
Sure.
Oh, I'm trying to find a good one. Let's have a look. All right. My parents always taught me there was good in everyone. Standing over the... That's not a word. No, not using that.
At least you found a good one.
They said huskies were normally happy dogs, so I wondered why was he whimpering every day he came upstairs. Ooh, that's, yeah.
Ouch.
Don't like that. Don't like that at all. But yeah.
All right. Should we hit up my question?
Yeah, what's
Matt's
your question?
We
My
have a Matt
question.
and Jackson question today.
My question is, Jackson, what's your question? Because you're doing the question this week.
I was trying to fall asleep one night and I was like, this is a good question. So I'm going to ask the boys on the podcast. Yeah, sorry to kick your segment out, Matt, but
No, feel free.
times have changed. My question is, what are you we've kind of already talked about it, to be honest. But like, what are you most fascinated in?
Aliens and stuff.
Yeah.
Afterlife, probably.
Afterlife, yeah, it's a big one, I reckon. What
Like,
happens after life?
Knowing what's going to happen when I die before I actually die.
Yeah.
Do you reckon they'll ever find that out?
It's going to be very tough.
But
They would have to have like some sort of machine where somebody dies and then they bring them back like a week and a half later or something so they can experience it, or they've just experienced nothing.
Yeah.
But couldn't they make some sort of device that, like, when a person dies, they like the device comprehends what's happening in the brain?
I'm sure they've already done that.
Yeah.
They would have already done that.
I would like to see like what research is being done on that.
A lot of people say, like, people that have died and like get brought back to life, like they're dead for like 3 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, they say
A lot
they
of
see the light.
Yeah, they say that, and they say it's just nothing. And people are like, oh, so you see black? And you're like, no, you see nothing.
Oh no, I don't like thinking of that.
It's not black, it's nothing. What does that even mean? Like,
what? Yeah, because black is something. Black is a color.
yeah, exactly. And they say, no, you don't see black, you just see nothing.
Oh no, I don't want to. Oh.
And then people are like, oh, so it's like you've closed your eyes, and they're like, no, it's just like nothing. It's like you can't explain it. It's just that's what they say it is.
Oh, that gives me the chills, man.
Boy.
Why? No, I don't want that to happen.
Imagine you were there with the nothingness, and then you'd look down and you could like see yourself though, like you could see your hands and everything. I reckon that'd be even weirder.
Like astral projection.
Yeah,
that'd be sick.
Like you're in VR. Is that what it's called? VR, virtual reality. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that just what we have now? Like we can see our hands.
Yeah, but like imagine there's stuff around you.
What do you mean stuff around you?
There's stuff around you now, so it's like it's reality, but like it would be like a virtual reality with nothingness.
So it's just you in nothing.
What happens if you you die, you wake up and there's like a spotlight on you, there's like people talking, and then they're like, all right, the simulation's done. It's like, all right, he's out. And then they say your number and he's like, all right, bring him back in. It's Jesus. Like, it's just all a simulation. Oh, no.
That would be wild.
I think everyone's thought of that. Like, I'm the only living person. Everybody else is a robot.
Oh my God.
You have like an existential crisis because you're like, what's everyone else thinking? Like,
no, they're not real. I'm the only real one.
Yeah.
As a kid, this is going to sound like I was a bloody psychopath.
What do you mean as a kid? 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, legit. Like last night.
There was a period when I was a kid where I literally thought for a long period of time that everyone was actors.
Truman Show.
Robots.
Yeah, like I literally thought that for a long period of time. And like I'd always look at people like, what's your story?
Yeah, what's your script, bro?
Me and Jack supporting actor roles.
We're going to win the Oscar for best supporting actor.
Yes.
But like I used to like, and
your
it was
word,
like,
Jacko.
It was like a trustworthy issue because I'd be like, well, if I did something really weird, like say I just got up in front of school assembly and just started screaming, like what would actually happen? Would
But they know that because they know in the future that you were going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we can tell in the simulation. I mean, that's just like, it would just happen, I guess.
Oh, yeah. But like, I did used to think that. It's a bit strange.
It's crazy. All the times I'm like being nice to you at school and you're like, he's getting paid.
He's got a raise.
And then there's like actors within the actors, like Leonardo DiCaprio is an actor.
And then when he acts in a movie,
Oh
As an
my
actor.
God.
Like Penny on The Big Bang Theory acts as an actor.
Yeah,
It's
She's an
Inception.
actor acting as an actor.
it's literally Inception. Yeah.
Crazy.
What are you most fascinated about, Matt? Other than space, which we found out today.
Yeah, I like space.
You
I'd
like-
say mysteries. It's like stuff,
Conspiracies.
sort of, because it's like mysteries is like such a broad word where it's like aliens, Bigfoot, conspiracies, space, like stuff we don't have the answer to.
Did you mean Bigfoot aliens?
Yeah,
Yeah. Bigfoot first.
sorry, always Bigfoot first.
Someone
It's
should put
like-
that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
But Bigfoot isn't a mystery because he's real.
No, you're right. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, like all that, even stuff like cold cases or like murder cases and missing persons and like all that stuff I'm interested in.
Yeah.
True crime, all that. Yeah. I like that stuff.
Cool.
Have you thought of ever and I need to find a word for that, like diving into something?
Oh, I have.
What?
It's just like one space. The other night I was just watching all these space videos.
Yeah, no, but like, have you ever thought, because you like mysteries and stuff, like I reckon you'd be like a good like forensic scientist or something.
I'm doing commerce and I'm wasting my life. I did used to want to do forensic science.
So did I.
I reckon
Criminal minds all the time. It's like,
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Exactly.
I couldn't handle like seeing dead bodies and stuff.
I think I'd be fine with it.
I feel like you become sort of insensitive to it. Like obviously it'd still be like jarring, but after a while you go to that many cases, you just be like, it's a dead body. Like,
Mate,
seen it before.
last night I was on TikTok. Oh, I came across a really dark area of TikTok.
Oh,
It was like this surgeon, and he tells you what he's going to do, and then if you click on the video part 2, he like actually shows it. And there was like one where this guy wanted surgery to take out the fat in his stomach. Mate, the bloke was awake. Probably anesthetic, so he can't feel it, but he was genuinely awake. And the surgeon is taking fat out of his stomach. They use like this vacuum thing, and there's like a big tube of yellow stuff. It's just all fat. Oh, mate. Like, I sent it to Beth because I was like, hey, you want to be a nurse? You better learn this stuff. Because I just can't
That's not
handle
the fun
that.
side of TikTok.
No.
The best side
dark
is like
side.
with spoons across the eyes and stuff like that.
Blacking out the haters.
Black out the haters.
People raging on Fall Guys. Nah, but yeah, I could see Matt in that field, to be honest.
It's interesting.
Maybe you can be like a manager of a forensic company or something.
Maybe one day.
Boys, I've done it again, accidentally.
What, bit your tongue?
No. I went to go like look for funny TikToks that I could maybe share.
Yeah.
And I looked in my photos and there was the HSP burger.
Oh, no. Oh, no. You silly.
For all our listeners, Jack is on a diet currently, and we've been absolutely stitching him up lately.
Sending
at
it
it.
that bad boy.
Oh, stop.
So the KFC one, the KFC.
Nah, why don't you go die? You sent it at like 6 a.m. today. So yeah, I'm really craving KFC now. Where is it? Far out, we've sent a lot of messages since then.
Nah, but
So,
like,
a lot of green ticks. for some
I'm
reason.
starting a diet today too. We'll see how long it lasts, but like, yeah, it's tough eating healthy. Oh,
Yeah, that's nice.
$2 chips as well at the moment. The thing I'm most fascinated in, I reckon, is evolution.
True, we didn't ask you.
Well, I was going to ask. Then we started talking about HSP burgers.
I reckon evolution is so fascinating.
Yeah.
Have you seen all those memes where it's like the first animal that came out of the water and started walking on 2 legs?
No.
It's like he decided to walk on land, and now I have to deal with the pandemic. It's like all these things like that to the animal.
But like, if you think about it, like it takes so long for like things to change in a human and in animals. Like how? How does that happen? It's like I can't think.
There's a 28-minute video of this guy does it like in a cartoon way. It's literally called The History of the Entire World, I guess.
I think
It's actually good.
does he like draw it out?
Yeah,
I
sort
think
of.
I've seen that guy. He did one on like
Japan, history of Japan.
Yeah, I've seen that guy. Yeah, he's pretty cool.
You should watch that, Matt, and I will watch Vsauce. What will we miss?
You should watch it. That'd be good.
But like, when you think about it, like how did humans? This is
Natural selection.
Yeah, probably. But like, let's not use humans because that's just gonna go into aliens. I can just feel it. Let's just talk about like what's a weird animal? Like a giraffe. Like how have
Have you
they
ever thought about how weird kangaroos are? Just quietly.
Kangaroos are pretty weird, eh?
We're like, oh yeah, kangaroos, but tail for stability, kick you in the face, pouch with babies.
They've got really small heads as well. Have you noticed?
Yeah, and they've
Does
got
that
like
mean they're
T-Rex like arms.
Does that mean they're stupid?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, they're quite clever.
You know what else I was thinking?
What's that, mate?
How do we know dinosaurs raw? What?
I know where you've got this from.
The Sidemen. Yeah. But when he said it, I was like, hang on. It's actually,
that's true.
actually not wrong. Like, how do we know dinosaurs? Like, is there a way to tell? They can't because the only thing they can know is from bones. There's no... Is there a bone that makes you raw?
The roaring bone.
Because what makes us talk is the box, the organ, isn't it?
Voice box.
The voice box. Like that's not going to survive after a meteor shower.
How do you know?
You haven't been through one, so I don't know.
Yeah, true.
I was because I was there because I was acting then as well.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's true. You know, sorry, just off topic. There's like
shotgun. That's weird.
There's like a philosophy called Last Thursdayism, where it's everything. It's like your life is the only one that matters, and nothing can be proven because, like, oh, it happened last Thursday before you knew about it. So it's like, say, I go to Italy and I see the Leaning Tower of Pisa. You can't prove to me that it didn't exist before last Thursday. That's what their thinking is like.
So it's the old-fashioned, like, I'm in this room right now, but, like, just out there, that's not real.
Yeah, there's no proof that behind that door exists.
Yeah.
So they had to come up with, like, a different way of thinking to basically say, like, no, that's stupid. You just need to have common sense.
Year 10, me, Chris Degani, we did this for a whole double lesson of RE with our teacher, Mr. Hilly, and it was like awesome. Yeah. Like, that's what you've just said. That theory is literally the phrase "your world, mate." We're just living in it.
Exactly.
That's pretty much what it is.
Well, that's what the simulation with the actors is as well.
Your world, mate.
Your world, Jacko. Last Thursdayism.
Imagine that. Imagine now outside my door is like a TV, a movie set, and everyone's getting ready for me to walk out.
Such a weird episode.
But like, because they
pull
know
out my Jackson TV,
because they're in the future because it's a simulation.
KO Sports.
They know what I'm going to do, so they know I'm about to bang my desk right now. So then, like, they're ready for it.
So they've turned the sound on. You actually haven't done it. They just know you're going to do it. They've turned on the bang desk sound as you've hit it.
Yeah. Wow. Gee whiz. This has been a mind-blowing podcast.
Like you were saying with the evolution, it's like, you said giraffes. Like, giraffes didn't always have long necks. It's like they like evolved long necks to get to like the top of trees, to get to leaves on the top of trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how do the muscles just grow?
Yeah.
Like how does that bone just grow?
Stretching.
It's wild.
Like, that's crazy, man.
Do you guys get claustrophobic?
So, yeah, sometimes. Why?
If I overthink it, sometimes I do.
I don't get claustrophobic, but I get claustrophobic in my feet.
Huh?
Like when your feet are covered, you get claustrophobic.
When I wear shoes and like I can't like stretch like my toes, like I'll actually like start freaking out and like I'll start kicking my legs about. It's not even funny.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Like as weird as it sounds, I know what you mean.
Like
You can't prove to me that you have toes at this point.
No,
but like I'll actually have to take off my shoe and like make sure it still works. Like, I'm freaking out.
You know what it feels like? It's like what's that? There's that experiment where like you try to touch your what's that? I swear your brother said it the other day.
Oh yeah, you can't
What was it?
You can't lower your ring finger with. You can't lower your pinky finger without lowering your ring finger.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, well, for Matt.
No, but like it's not fully down. Like that's as far as I can get it.
Yeah, but like it's like it kind of feels like that. It's like, oh my god, I'm getting bloody anxiety.
Oh,
like,
that's
legit.
Like, why can't I do this? And then I'll just have like a spasm.
Yeah. It's like, oh my god, just stay up there, mate. Look, I just can't do it. Like, I don't know what's a good view here. Like, that's straight, yeah. If I do that, like, it just moves. Like, that's what it feels like. I know what you mean, Jack. Don't worry. You're not a weird bloke.
Yeah, thanks, mate. It means a lot. Anyway,
I think I get claustrophobic when it's like when I don't have control. So like if someone locked me in a like a like those toy chests, if someone put me in that and then sat on it, like I think everyone would freak out. But it's like it's the fact that you're not in control. You could be in there for a long time.
I don't think I have that. Like I think I'm pretty cool, like calm and collected in those situations. I spent a lot of time in claustrophobic areas trying to scare people when I was younger.
Is it
like not even being smart? Like I'm pretty good in stuff like that. Like my mum can't do elevators like at all.
Yeah, same as my mum.
But like I don't care.
No,
like,
I don't care about
the elevators want to go up and down. They don't want to free fall.
Yeah.
It's like planes. People that are scared of planes, like it's fair, but the plane wants to stay in the air.
So someone said the drive to the airport is more dangerous than getting on the plane and flying.
Yeah.
Especially on the Tulla Freeway, you know.
Oh, don't get me started on the Tulla.
No, but like it's sort of like you know if like someone tickles you and like you've got no control of when they're gonna stop. Yeah. It's sort of like that. Like I freak out because like I'll actually punch you in the face if you don't stop tickling me.
When people say you ticklish, I say no like pretty instantly, and then say, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Don't try it because if you try, I'm not ticklish, but I'll just punch you in the face."
If you say yes, they got to try it.
Exactly. If you say no straight away, like, "Oh, maybe he's not."
Yeah.
Maybe I won't put my hands in him and like wiggle my fingers, which is so strange.
No, but the weird thing is, like, I'll say no, but then I'll be like, no, and like smile. I can never get away with it.
Classic.
It's weird, like people tickle you and you start laughing, but you try to tickle yourself, and like it's nothing. Like nothing.
Like your jaw is strong enough to bite off your tongue, but you're not capable of doing it.
I think, and your finger as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, the same amount of force required to bite off your finger is the exact same amount to bite a carrot, a raw carrot.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy because like I can't say I struggle when I eat carrots.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's actually surely they've made like but I swear bone is pretty, you know,
sturdy.
Bone's pretty sturdy.
Oh, the finger one's probably not. Like you wouldn't be able to bite through your humerus or something. Like your femur.
Yeah.
But like how, if you think like if say a ball, I guess it comes down to the muscle as well. But like say a ball hits a carrot, it's gonna snap, isn't it?
Like and the weight and like how fast the ball's traveling.
And like if you move your hands back when you catch.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like you're just absorbing it. Yeah. And like I guess the muscle and the tissue as well would absorb a bit of force.
Exactly.
Interesting stuff. I tell you what, like as boring as online uni is, I'm actually really liking our anatomy subject.
Oh yeah, it's actually good.
I rate anatomy. Like I actually rate it.
Like it's tough, but it's pretty like interesting.
Even the like we're doing nutrition as well, Matt, and I think it's really interesting. Like learning about what vitamins do and like where you get them from.
The sun Is that C or D?
D,
That's
mate.
D.
D.
There you
Vitamin
go.
C is from oranges.
Oranges.
That's right.
Yeah.
Very
And
interesting.
if you eat, I had to do a list when I was writing notes. I did like a list of what each vitamin comes from each food. Mate, egg yolk has pretty much all the vitamins. Eat egg yolk. Liver, because obviously liver is where you're absorbing that vitamin. So like if you eat a liver from an animal, it's going to have it all. Liver.
Yeah.
And then what was the other one? It was like not beans. I can't remember, but there was another one. And it's like if you eat those three things, mate, you're set. Like you're just gonna
Pretty
be
shit though.
The egg liver diet.
yeah. Imagine that.
No HSP burgers there.
Just
Apparently-
liver instead of beef.
Apparently, if you eat brains, it's like not good for you.
Yeah. I don't know.
Take your word for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I won't
It's like-
try it, but
Because there's African tribes who like obviously they just eat everything like of the animal and like they eat brains, but they don't get affected by it. But it's say if we were to eat a brain, we can't handle like the neurons in the brain, and it makes us like go crazy. It's like mad cow disease or something like that.
that's just mad cow disease is different, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
I
it's
think
not.
it's brain. But
No, it's not that, but it's like got the same sort of symptoms
Yeah.
and stuff.
okay.
Yeah, don't eat brains. I think lamb, but people eat lamb brains. That's the thing.
Because lambs are dumb.
Probably yeah. Kangaroos.
Ouch. Do you find it weird that, like, I wouldn't say it's common, but like it's easily available to eat kangaroo in Australia, and that's like our national animal?
Not really. They're quite delicious.
I guess, but there's so many of them.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
like they're endangered.
Yeah, that's true. Like, we do need to get rid of them.
yeah.
They're genuinely pests.
It's
Like-
our national animal, though.
Like it is our national animal, but like we're pretty sure we're the only country in the world who's got kangaroos. Like
Yeah.
naturally, I mean, like not imported.
Yeah.
So like, what's
There's
the
that
problem?
many as well.
Yeah, that's true.
You need a permit still. Like if you're a farmer, you can do it. You can kill them, or you need like
Yeah.
a flat out, like a proper shooter's permit.
Do they have culls on them?
Don't believe so. Maybe for like hunters, but like farmers can just shoot as many as they want. I think.
But only on their property. I'm
Yeah, on
guessing.
their property.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I know. Surely there'd be a cull. There's culls on like ducks and stuff, isn't there?
No,
There's no culls on ducks. Wait, what's a cull again?
like how many you can kill.
But I swear, don't they do that during duck season?
Oh, probably during duck season, but when we go, it's just as many as you really want. As long as you can
Okay.
identify what sort of duck it is. So, like, there's specific ducks you can't kill.
Oh, okay.
And you're supposed to know that before you shoot the gun. It's strange.
To get the old binoculars out.
No, like, one time we were, like, up there and one of my uncles, like, pulled out their gun to shoot the duck. Sorry if nobody likes this sort of stuff, but it's a story. And, like, it was a specific duck that made a different noise. And, like, he had it, like, lined up and then didn't shoot. I was like, oh, what a pussy, bro. I didn't shoot. He's like, I was, like, a golden whistler or some shit, like, super rare. I was like, yeah. There's only, like, 5 different ducks you can shoot without permit. Yeah.
Why is it that people don't like hearing about like shooting animals and stuff, but like fishing is alright?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's the fact that, like, if someone came at you with a fishing rod, you'd be like, what a weirdo. If someone came at you with a gun, you're like, oh my God, run.
Yeah, because like guns in Australia are like so rare, and I guess not frowned upon, but like
You have to have like a flat out permit. You have to like go through all this stuff to own a gun. Whereas in America, you can buy them from Walmart.
but like there's not many people have been like what's the word, like no one has been like I can't think of the word, but like not many people have seen guns, so like
Yeah,
They're not-
exactly. Like,
They don't know what, like, you know what I mean? Like, I swear I've handled a gun like twice.
yeah, like a
I don't
bit
think I
different from
ever
me.
have.
Yeah, for you it's different because you go annual hunting.
Yeah,
But like for me, I think I've handled
even
a
like
gun like once, and it was when we went camping on one of our friends' farm or something.
until the point where I went up to like where we go hunting, I had never seen a gun in real life.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But like in America, it's like everyone's got a gun. Like you
Yeah.
need one.
If you don't have one, you're vulnerable.
Legit.
Yeah.
Like you see, even when you see, like, I swear it's rare these days that policemen have guns as well in Australia.
They do, but they have like rubber bullets, so they can't kill people. I want to say.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Do they?
They're meant to incapacitate.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Like hurt you?
Like if you get shot with it, like you'll be like stunned and like out of breath and like you can't do anything sort of thing. Like imagine copying like a rubber pallet to the stomach. Like you get
So
winded and you'd be like crippled down and stuff.
So it doesn't actually pierce the skin.
I'm sure it would like leave a mark, but it's not going to actually like.
It wouldn't go through your skin.
No.
Probably
Unless they're like this far
probably
away sort of thing.
probably like a paintball sort of thing.
Like a bad paintball gun.
Yeah.
But like I swear, there's like they rarely use them anyway.
Oh, yeah. That's like the last resort.
Yeah. Like I saw on Facebook the other day like the actual chest footage of the policeman who arrested George Floyd, and that guy was such a dickhead, like straight out dickhead, like just clearly like torturizing this bloke. He was so scared and like having anxiety attack because like he's had a bad experience in the past with policemen. Like I'm pretty sure he got shot in the past. That might not be true. Don't take my word for it, but he was like, if you look at the video, he's literally just freaking out, like crying his head off, just screaming, like, don't shoot, don't shoot. And the guy's just taking advantage of him, like just being an absolute idiot. And then just, ends up killing him because of his actions. Like, mate, that's manslaughter.
Yeah, it is.
It's pretty messed up.
Yeah,
This podcast has gone from lengths to lengths to lengths.
Legit.
Yeah,
We're talking about Four Guys at the start of it.
I don't mind the long ones though. The long ones are good sometimes. Yeah. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. Oh yeah, that was a thing. Like, this is another going to a different topic. But like, I was researching like if I could purchase like half doors for my Jeep. So like they're not an actual door. It's just like a half door. Like it swings open and closed. And I was researching to see if it was legal or not in Victoria. And I saw this forum where someone posted on it, and they're like, it is legal, but police can still fine you. And I was like, that's a bit strange. Like, how can they do that? And then they said, well, realistically, if the policeman doesn't know that law, they can still give you on the spot fine.
You can just challenge it then.
You could, if you don't have proof, like.
Isn't it in like the law book then? If it's a law?
I don't know, but like.
Or is it just like a non-written thing that's like just like, yeah, I suppose we can get away with this.
But even if you do that, it's the fact that you have to go through that whole process of like proving that it's actually a thing. Like at the end of the day, these policemen are people. Like, you know what I mean? Like if they
mistakes.
they make mistakes. We make mistakes all the time. Why can't they make mistakes?
I mean, pretty good.
But like, you know what I mean? Like if say they didn't know that law, it's like, yeah, Jackson, half doors illegal in Victoria, mate. You're gonna have to cop a $300 fine. It's like, but actually, sir, it is legal. He's like, are you questioning me? It's like, oh, sorry.
In the cuffs.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's bloody scary, mate. So like, obviously, they've got power. Like whether we like it or not, they have power over us. So
like, they've earned that. They like weren't born with that right.
Yeah,
They had to earn it.
But their occupation allows them to have power over us.
Yeah, definitely.
So whether we like it or not, like they decide the outcome. So, and that's why you can understand why people in America, in specific black people, like you can understand why they're like scared of policemen.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like you just don't know. Anything can happen, really. Yeah.
It's wild.
How long has this gone for, by the
I
way?
think we started at 5:30, maybe a bit after 5:30.
Yeah, we've gone
That's
close
alright.
to an hour and a half, I think.
That's
Yeah.
all right. Do we want to finish it off with the, not top 5, but the last topic?
Yeah.
So last topic, not doing top 5 this week. We're doing embarrassing moments. Oh no. I've got one. I'll just share one because it's a good one, I reckon.
Go
but
ahead.
yeah, no, I'm not going first.
Dibs
Dibs
up.
up.
Oh, Matt.
Oh.
I think that was you.
I think it was
I thought-
Matt.
So I'm going first.
All right. Well, roofs are flats. Roofs are flats, Matt.
Your call, Jack. Your call.
Matt has to win 2 in a row because I feel as though I got in before him.
All right.
What's roofs and what's flats? Because it's a remote.
Button up or button down?
That's roofs. That's flats. So that's if it lands on the buttons, flats.
If it lands on the buttons, it would be roofs.
That's roofs.
Why? Okay, sure.
It's roofs up.
Okay.
I mean, I could get the actual quick of that out, but
Roofs.
No, you gone roofs? All right. Oh wait, it didn't land. It landed on my keyboard.
It's just hovering there.
See that?
That's roofs.
That's roofs.
Is that what I called?
Yep. So Matt, you go first.
All right.
I'll have a bat.
We'll have a bat. Yeah, the wicket's looking good. I'll be honest. I completely forgot that we were doing this, and I did not prepare at all.
Oh no.
I'll go first then, and you can sort of
You
think
could,
of one.
yeah. think of one.
I've thought of one. I'll
Okay, go.
The first thing that came to my mind is our friend from primary school, Zach Ray. He's moved away now, but he loved this story.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is.
He loved this story.
Oh, this is funny.
We were in prep. So I was 5. So remember that. How do I describe it? We were in prayer circle. It was towards the end of the day. We were in prayer circle.
You farted.
So we're sitting in this massive circle on the ground, and we've started praying. And me being young, I obviously don't understand the importance of praying and don't interrupt during prayer and stuff like that. So I put my hand up, and it was Miss Bacchus. I'm like, Miss Bacchus, I need to go to the toilet. So not right now, we're praying. I was like, oh, I need to go to the toilet though. And then I wait a bit, and I was like, I really need to go. And she's like, not right now, you go after prayer. I pissed myself, didn't I? Zach's sitting next to me. He's realised, he's like, oh no, Miss Bacchus, he needs to go.
Oh my god.
So I've pissed myself on the carpet in prayer circle. I've had to get up and leave, go to the toilet and get changed. Because back in the day, Mum always got me to pack an extra pair of jocks just in case. I'm glad she did because I got changed.
I think
Only a net would think it.
No. The school told us to do that because I did it as well.
Yeah.
The parents were advised to do that. So it wasn't just Matt. But
Yeah.
Mate, that is funny.
I can't remember much other than that, but I pissed myself during prayer. That's all I remember.
Oh, that's funny. You were 5 though, so it's not as bad.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't 2 weeks ago.
Right, I had one. It was from today, funnily enough.
Oh yeah.
But that's not the most embarrassing. Matt's pissing the pants story has inspired me.
No.
Oh, okay.
But I'm also going to share mine today because it's a smaller one.
It is funny.
Well, as you guys probably don't know, we are in love with the Shane Warne 23 fragrance.
Yeah.
So naturally, I was in a class and I thought, I'll just quickly check the basketball scores on KO. So I'll quickly jump on while I'm in class, have a quick look. Everyone does it.
Yeah.
And I go on, and then the teachers or the lecturers all right, everyone go around and tell us what you think of the assignment we just had. And it went straight over my head, sort of. I wasn't completely concentrating, but and then she's like, Jack, what did you think of the assignment? I was like, oh, okay, I'll nail this here. And I started talking about it. And in the bottom corner, I see Shane Ward's head pop up. And I just started pissing myself off. I was like, no, you're going to have to come back to me because my brother just sent me something really funny. Yeah. But then when it came back to me, I did give my honest opinions on the assignment. And now for my actual most embarrassing. We went to Malaysia. Yeah. I don't remember when it was, if I'm honest. Like, I don't know how old I was. But we went there, and it was like the week before finals started, AFL finals. And Collingwood needed to win to like get into the top 4 or something. And obviously at the resort, have you heard this story? Why you know?
No, I haven't, but I hope it's what I'm thinking happens.
I think it might be. And like we were there. There's only like a few like computers and stuff. So like, I really need to go toilet. But my thinking is at this stage, when I was young, is like, if I can't go to the toilet by myself because I'm young.
Yeah.
If I have to go to the toilet, my dad's going to have to get up. We're going to lose the spot and we won't know if Collingwood's going to make the 4.
Yeah, obviously.
So I'm holding it. And then I just like, my bladder just gives way. And I just couldn't.
Oh, no.
So not only did I piss myself, we missed the end of the game and Collingwood didn't make it 4.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Is that the one you were thinking of?
Yeah. That's what I had in my mind. I was hoping it happened. Oh my God. Now I feel like my story's going to disappoint.
It's just pissing yourself's funny.
That's funny. Your dad must be proud that you didn't interrupt there.
Yeah, he was proud. Yeah, definitely.
I tried not to interrupt, but you made it worse.
His son's just pissed himself, so proud.
At this high quality resort, you know, my son just pissed himself, but he didn't miss out on the footy pretty good. Oh no.
Oh my God.
Oh,
that is hilarious, mate.
Oh, that's funny.
My one's just not even on that level now. But basically, I think it was around, well, how old would I be? Like 16, I think, 15, 16. No. I was waiting for the tram. Like I was walking from my house to the tram, and then I pissed myself. No.
How old are we?
No, I was 15, right?
Oh,
I didn't piss myself, believe it or not.
shame.
I was walking to the tram stop, and I usually I usually catch it with my mate. I won't say his name, but no, it wasn't Matt. And I was there, and I see him. He's like standing at the tram stop. So I'm walking up to it, and anyway, in my mind, I'm like, oh, I am gonna scare the living daylights out of him here. He might piss himself. He might. Anyway, I'm walking up to him. I'm going up like slowly and like not making noise so he doesn't hear me. I walk up behind him. He's facing the road, and I'm walking towards it. I go up behind him. I grab him, and I'm like, hey! I just scream, and he looks around, and I'm like, oh no. In my mind, I've just gone, like my heart has dropped. I'm not in my body at that minute. I'm just going, oh no, you're not him. You're not who I thought you were. And because he was obviously wearing the school uniform. But it was just this random kid I've never seen in my life. It looked exactly like him from behind though. I'm like, I'm so sorry, mate. Like, I would have been like year 7, year 8, and this was like a year 11 kid. I was like, I'm dead. Like, I have to run. I'm gonna get beat up here. Luckily, he was like decent about it. But I'm just like, oh, I'm so sorry. You're not who I thought you were.
That has
And
happened to me a lot of times, that sort of stuff.
but he didn't say anything. That was the worst thing. He just looked at me. He's just like, what are you doing? Like, piss off before I belt you.
Rah, want to be my friend.
But yeah, that was my most embarrassing moment.
Something like that happened to me when Matt was at the tram stop. Matt was at the tram stop, and like my dad was like dropping me off in the car. So I rang Matt, and I've got 2 Matt Mayolas on my phone. I think you changed your number.
Yeah.
So I ring Matt, and I'm being a dickhead on the phone. Hey, turn around, you dickhead! I'm here. I'm in the car. He's like, who are you? It's like, don't be a cockhead. You know who it is. Just turn around. He's like, mate, who are you? I was like, obviously it's Jack. He's like, who is Jack? I was like, hang up, not even say this wrong number.
And didn't you ring him another time as well?
Yeah, I've done it like 3 times. I need to get rid of that contact.
Just keep it in there for the stories now.
For guys that don't know, Luke DeBella, the guy that's scared of dogs, his dad, his whole family has like
bad title for it.
Yeah. His whole family looks very similar. Like his dad, all his brothers look like similar. And I was working, and someone like his dad came into the store, and I've gone up to him, mate, how you going? You all right? He's like, yeah, I'm all right. Like, he probably thought I was being the friendliest service bloke ever. Legit, after 5 minutes talking to him about his family, he's gone, I think you might have me mixed up with someone. I was like, yeah, probably.
Oh my God.
Oh, mate.
Oh, no.
It's so bad.
Oh, I just thought of another embarrassing moment.
You get the roll.
It's going to be a 2-hour podcast.
It was at work, and this lady came in, and she asked something for foot spurs. So it's sort of like a blister thing on your feet. So she needed a specific shoe for that. And I was like next to her. I was like sort of in the distance. And what's it called? So I could sort of hear her talking, and then the guy, one of the guys working wasn't really sure, like, because it's a bit of a weird one, you know, bit of a weird question. And then he's like, oh, Jackson, do you know anything about this? And she's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, what's the problem? And she said, yeah, I need something for Spurs. And I was like, oh, like San Antonio or Tottenham. And then she's like, huh? It's like basketball or soccer. And then my mate who was working, he's like, no, like foot spurs, like blisters. I was like, oh, I don't know, man. Sorry.
No, don't know.
Basketball or soccer?
I literally said, I was like Tottenham or San Antonio.
That's crazy. That's funny.
But yeah, that was embarrassing.
Oh, far out.
That's good.
Longish podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we wrap up?
Yeah. We should. Matthew, your mic's far away from your mouth. Can't really hear you.
Yeah, I thought it was me.
Sorry.
That's okay.
All good.
Also, in the future, maybe like in a milestone episode, I might share my year 10 film that I did in media, which is very poor.
Ooh.
Episode 22 milestone, I think.
Still Sidebottom's number, so...
If you've made it this far into this marathon of a podcast...
If you made it this far as like a clue to this year 10 thing, write in the comments, whoa, that's real, that's pretty cool.
Whoa, that's real, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, that's real, comma, that's pretty cool.
That will really show us the loyal listeners from the marathon podcast. Let us know if you like the long podcast or if you prefer just the short ones.
Make sure you link that Vsauce video or whoever's linking.
Yeah, I'll give you a link to it.
Absolutely. Anyway, it's been fun.
Yeah, very fun.
We should do it next week.
Hey, maybe we will.
And Jack's video, maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
If the demand's there.
If everyone wants it.
Supply and demand.
If the people are knocking at the door.
To be honest, I want to see it because I haven't seen it.
Oh, yeah, I really want to see it.
I'll show you.
Well, I know you know. I know you know. Oh, no, this is your year 10 one.
Year 10 one, yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Can we also see the year 12 one?
Yeah.
Do you have that?
I don't have the year 12 one. I submitted it and then walked away from that class.
Is it on YouTube?
No.
Spew.
Ooh.
I've got the Gear 10 one in my Google Drive.
Cool.
Let's see it.
I might send it tonight if I'm feeling frisky.
Ooh. All right.
Righto.
All right. Subscribe, hit the bell, turn on notifications, leave the comment, whoa, that's cool, comma, that's really cool. Is that right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. Follow us on Instagram.
Share us.
Let's Get Rare Podcast. Share us around. Tell your
And
friends.
If anyone has any ideas of how we can grow the podcast, we're always open to suggestions.
Jackson is now Bruce Buffer, apparently.
We are.
Scissors! With the murder.
We're doing this for fun, mainly, but we also want to grow as
Yeah,
well.
exactly right.
So if you have any ideas on how to grow,
If you want to collaborate, DM us.
Please. Nick Kyrgios, that's we're gonna set milestone goals, and the goal is to get Nick Kyrgios or Christos, his brother, on the pod. I reckon we could get Christos. I reckon we could get him.
Yeah.
I love that.
Top 5 Christos moments.
I want to know his embarrassing moment.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
No,
Nick Kyrgios is the dream goal. Dream goal.
Thanks.
Right.
Anyway, well
done.
pleasure as always.
Let's go play some Fall Guys.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Bye.
See ya.